Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today I'm reviewing the song Follow You to Virgie, I think that's how you say it, by Tyler Childers. And this is from Our Vinyl Sessions. So the last song I did by him was also from the Our Vinyl Sessions. So I'm assuming this is a pretty damn good session, huh? So anyway, this comes as a request. When I heard Nose on the Grindstone for the first time, that was the first time I have heard of Tyler Childers, and man, really impressed. It was like all I wanted to listen to for the next few days. It was just a really powerful song. So I'm wondering how we can possibly follow that up. So hoping high hopes for this one, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, if you would like to request a song, just leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to get to it at some point. Been getting a lot of really great country requests, from Sturgill Simpson to Tyler Childers to I have a whole list going. Jason Isbell, so many really good artists that I've heard so far that you guys continue to recommend. Before this, I was really not a fan of country. Like, I had just kind of written country off because of the pop country I'd heard on the radio. But through discussions we've had in the comments, through what you've seen here in my videos, there's definitely a certain breed of country that has really started to grow on me that I really enjoyed. So anyway, like I said, high hopes for this one. Good luck, Tyler. Let's listen to it. This is Follow You to Virgie.
So, Follow You to Virgie.
I did say it right.
Back before these calloused hands and all this work, we used to sit up at the flats, acting like we'd live forever, getting high and skipping class. Yeah, I reckon we were heathens, but in her eyes we were saints. Now you're calling all the boys home, 'cause heaven's angels carried her away. So I will follow you to Virgie, although it hurts me so to lay to rest this mountain beauty that the Lord's called home. And I can see her up in glory, I can see her through the pines. Back when all us boys were trying to make sense of all these strings, I can see her in the corner, singing along to all our crazy dreams. So I will follow you to Virgie, although it hurts me so to lay to rest this mountain beauty that the Lord's called home. And I can see her up in glory, I can see her through the pines. And I will follow you to Virgie, 'cause that's what us boys are for, to help you out when you get weary and you can't go no more. And can't you see her up there, Cody? I can see her through the pines, saying, boys, be good.
That was lovely. I enjoyed that a lot. I want to play this first part again because it reminded me of something, and I lost it. I got to hear it again.
Virgie.
I got it. All right, sorry. I had to re-listen to it because this whole long point that I'm going to make that's probably totally off topic. But anyway, really enjoyed that one. I'm going to go a little left field here. One of my favorite artists of all time is Neil Young. I absolutely love Neil Young. And although he can absolutely shred your face off with crazy, especially with his stuff with Crazy Horse, it's his music where it's just him and his guitar that really has impacted me the most. Like if you've ever seen his what is it live at he has so many live performances that are amazing, but there's a specific one and the name of it's escaping me. It was early on in his career, but I love Neil Young, love his music. And so that very first part that I just went back to, it really reminded me of the Human Highway, that song, Human Highway. I was expecting him to say, I got lost, that whole thing, but alas, it was his own song, which I was totally happy with. And I say all that because I think Neil Young really has fostered my love for just dude with his guitar. And so this is very much dude with his guitar, and I love it. And so with that being said, this one hit differently. Like Nose on the Grindstone was good, and it was good in its own way. This one hits differently, though. This is a good song. I want to talk about the lyrics. That's really what I want to go ahead and get into right now. So anyway, verse 1, back before these calloused hands and all this work, we used to sit up at the flats, acting like we'd live forever, getting high and skipping class. So obviously, when he was young, teenager probably, right? I reckon we were heathens, but in her eyes we were saints. Now you're calling all the boys home because heaven's angels carried her away. That's terribly sad. Apparently the song is about a friend's grandmother, which totally makes sense. I totally see that throughout. I was gonna guess maybe his grandmother, but apparently a friend's grandmother. And so that's absolutely true. In the eyes of your grandparents, you're a wonderful, wonderful kid for the most part, right? Like, no matter how much of a degenerate you are, your grandparents usually see you as just their perfect little angels, right? And I think that's what he's saying. Like this friend's grandma saw all the boys as just perfect angels, and it's. And like when he said you're calling all the boys home, like, oh, coming in from playing. No, like it's because she's passed, and so all the boys are coming to say their goodbyes. Wow, it's amazing. So I follow you to Virgie, which I have no idea what that means. I'm guessing that's maybe the town in which she lived. Although it hurts me so to lay to rest this mountain beauty that the Lord's called home. I can see her up in glory. I can see her through the pines. So, he heads back to this town where she lives. Unfortunately, to bury her, to pay his last respects, and he knows that she has gone up into heaven, which is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful part of the song. Back when all his boys were trying to make sense of all these strings, I can see her in the corner singing along to all our crazy dreams. So I wonder if the boys were not only like his young childhood friends, but maybe also eventually became his musicians who he plays with, or at least that they had learned together, right? Because I think here it says that maybe she was a huge fan of their music and was a huge supporter of them at that time. And I will follow you to Virgie, though it hurts me so to lay to rest this mountain beauty that the Lord's called home. I can see her up in glory. I can see her through the pines. I will follow you to Virgie. I will follow you to Virgie because that's what us boys are for, to help you out when you get weary and you can't go no more. So I think now he's talking, in this verse thing, he's talking to like his friend who just lost his grandmother. It's like, hey, this is what we boys are for. We're here to, in your time of need, in your darkest hour, we're here to help you get along your way when you're down in your lowest point, which I think is absolutely sweet. It makes me reflect upon how lucky I am to have the sort of friend group that I have in my life. And can't you see her up there, Cody? I can see her through the pines, saying, boys, be good. So yeah, I think here in the outro too, he's talking to his friend, like, can't you see her up there, Cody? I'm guessing Cody's the friend who just lost his grandmother. I can see her through the pines, saying, boys, be good. So this grandmother obviously had a very huge impact, not only on her grandson, but also on just the boys that he hung out with in general. Very, very sweet song. Lyrically, I give it 2 thumbs up. I think it's just very well written. Again, very sweet, really impactful. We all have we all have grandparents, whether we've met them before, regardless of the impact that they've had on our lives. We've all had grandparents, and with varying degrees of how we feel about them. But I think it's just a very relatable song. And it's just very touching. It's just very touching. I'm at a loss for words. It's just a very beautiful song. It's very touching. It's hard to. I was joking at the beginning, like, oh man, how is Tyler gonna follow up such an amazing song as Nose on the Grindstone? Well, here he did it. This is a fantastic song. I loved it. Lyrically, again, 2 big thumbs up. Instrumentally, the guitar was fine. Like I said, the first part really reminded me of Neil Young, but it was a very nice folksy sounding guitar throughout. Really, I think his voice is the main attraction, his voice and the lyrics. I think sometimes in songs like this, the guitar kind of falls to the wayside, which I feel like it did here. So I think maybe the song suffers a little bit from that instrumentally. But his vocal performance is fantastic, and it really the tone of the music really goes well with the lyrical content. So I'll give it like a thumb and like a 3/4 thumb and a half maybe. I enjoyed it. I'm just saying, like, the instrumentation is probably not what's going to keep me coming back to this song. It's probably going to be more so his vocal performance and the lyrics there in the song. So, but I will say that I definitely want to hear this one again when I'm in the right mood. I just happen to be like in a good mood where anything is kind of okay right now. I feel like next time I listen to this song, I'm going to have to be in the right mood for it. Although it's definitely going to go on the playlist, and it's definitely going to see its rotation. But it's one of those kind of right mood song. Although I feel like it ends on such a cheery note that this is definitely something that can be played a little bit more than those other mood songs. You know what I mean? Like it definitely has a good replay value. So I'm giving it 2 thumbs up there as well. Overall, just a fantastic song. I'm starting to really like this Tyler Childers guy. He seems to make some pretty good music. So can't wait to hear more from him. I think you guys have already suggested a few more songs from him. And if not, definitely hit me up in the comments. Let me know. I'll have to check out more from our vinyl sessions, because it seems like I said, a pretty damn good session, it sounds like. So anyway, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Like I said, keep the requests coming. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, please go support the artist. Go listen to their music wherever you can. One place you can definitely check them out is in my Spotify playlist in the description below. It's got every single song I've listened to so far. So for you country fans, maybe not the best playlist out there, because there's a ton of rock and metal on there, but there's a little bit here and there. But if you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. Anyway, hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you're staying home, and hope you're getting to spend some time with your families. But I also hope to see you in my next video.